We will be looking at the most horrific murders done by Kikuyu women to their husbands. But before we get to that, please make sure you have subscribed, you have liked, and also shared. At number 1, we have Jane Muthoni. In June 2016, the mother of 3 and principal of Isasiri Secondary School in Kiambu hatched a brutal, chilling and cold-blooded plan to kill her husband, Mr. Solomon, who was the headmaster of Kiru Boys High School. According to a post-mortem report, Solomon had died of asphyxia, neck compression, due to manual strangulation. What is more chilling is that Muthoni had spiked her husband's drink with mchele to stupefy him and weaken him for his killers. Muthoni personally delivered him to his killers. The motive of the murder was said to be vengeance, since Muthoni had found out that Solomon was having an affair with an M-Pesa agent. Earlier on, she had hired someone and paid them $200,000 to retrieve messages between the deceased and a 28-year-old M-Pesa agent. Although Muthoni didn't kill her husband directly, she hired 2 guys to kill him. Muthoni was found guilty in 2016 and was sentenced to 30 years in prison. Please guys, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you have subscribed. At number 2, we have Commander Wanjiru. Back in 2015, Commander stabbed her boyfriend to death. According to the evidence, Commander had stabbed her boyfriend 22 times, killing him. When the police arrived at the house, they found Wanjiru walking in the house while holding a knife that had blood stains. She also had stab wounds in the legs and hand and was rushed for treatment. The guy, Farid Mohammed, was Muslim and had Commander even convert to a Muslim. But because of messages that she found in her phone from a high school lover, they started a fight that prompted to her killing him. She had also told the court that she had discovered a treatment HIV card belonging to Mohammed. In prison, she was declared Langata Women's Prison Beauty Queen in 2016. She was sentenced to death, tried to appeal but lost. However, her death sentence was upheld later, but she still remains at the Langata Women's Prison. At number 3, we have Mary Ann Mundi. Okombe was stabbed to death on Saturday night 2017 by a middle-aged woman, Mary Ann Mundi, who was her boyfriend. He is alleged that a scuffle emerged between Mike Okombe and his lover, prompting the woman to rush to the kitchen, pick a knife, and then stab him on his left side, leaving him bleeding. Though the attack happened in the house, there was no trace of blood, but it later emerged that it had been cleaned. Initially, Mary Ann had gone into hiding, but she later surrendered together with 6 others. Okombe had been rushed to the hospital, but he succumbed on the way. Mary Ann and Calvin were charged with murder and were given a cash bail. Please guys, before we continue, make sure you have subscribed. At number 4, we have Sarah Wairimu Kamoru. She is the main suspect in the murder of Tom Cohen. Sarah had been married to Cohen in 2007 and she had been his personal assistant. Their relationship had been deteriorating in the recent years and the two were looking into getting a divorce. Cohen was discovered in a septic tank at his Kitisuru home. His body had been blindfolded and his both hands tied, suggesting that he had been tortured before dying. He even had a rope tied on his neck. In several occasions, Cohen had written letters to the DPP expressing fears for his life, that is 8 days before he disappeared. And also he had pressed assault charges against Sarah, who was mistreating her. Sarah Wairimu was arrested as the main murder suspect. She was held at Langata Women's Prison, though she got to attend her husband's burial. She was in remand for over 40 days but was later released on a cash bail of $2 million. The motive was alleged to be inheritance of Cohen's wealth, which is estimated to be billions. At number 5, we have Gladys Chania. This is the most recent murder Mwangi's wife, Kiambu politician, and her co-accused have been arrested and arraigned in court. However, the court has granted 14 more days since the person who used to be with the deceased cannot be traced, and they fear that the said person could also have been murdered. The body of her husband was found in Kieni Forest last Wednesday. Mwangi's body was found wrapped in a black polythene bag after Chania had reported him missing. His body had been badly mutilated. Detectives explained that there are 3 scenes that the deceased had been taken to before being killed. Ironically, Gladys Chania has been appearing on TV as a guest on a wide range of social topics, including tackling family conflict. She was also running for the Kiambu Women Rep seat, but she lost. The motive behind the murder is said to be a love affair of the deceased with another woman. Well, that is all for today. Please give me your comment on the comment section and tell me what you think of these murders and acts of wickedness. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe.